Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Wednesday, July 10th, and it's been a little while. Okay, so just recently, I was just kind of like inspecting things with my car. I just kind of went under the hood and looked at, making sure everything looked okay. I looked at the air filter, checked if everything looked good, put everything back together, closed the airbox, made sure the air filter was on correctly, and ever since then, I had this check engine light. And it's kind of been changing a lot from just a check engine light and cruise control light flashing to even to the point where it would show the ESP light at the top right. It would be solid, and also the ABS light being solid, and also the hill assist light being solid. Did some research online, watching some videos on YouTube, looking for ways to reset it. Some people were talking about the gas cap. I tried retighten the gas cap, cycling the engine a few different ways, and then that kind of made those go away, and then I got it down to just a check engine light. I also inspected the master airflow sensor. What else did I look? I checked all the hoses. All the hoses clamps were tight. Intercooler looked like everything was all the hoses were tight and no issues there. So I did a lot of research on YouTube before I decided to make this video to figure it out. And also another thing is I'm not sure if it's going to do it now because right now I just have a check engine light. But also when I'm driving, I would have this issue where let's say I'm going 40 miles an hour. Let's say I have a red light, I clutch in, go to neutral, and it's brake, and then the RPMs will jump. I'm gonna see if it does it now with just the check engine light. If it does, I will record it. And then, so that's the current issue. And then tomorrow I got my appointment for the insurance inspection for the dent repairs on my car. And then once that gets done, I will also show you invoices and see how much the repair job will be. So let me get driving, let me get on the road. I don't want to ramble on too long. I'm gonna see if I have that drivability issue where I clutch in and then the RPMs will jump. If I do, I will record it, and basically I'm making this video to see if anybody has any suggestions on what I should do or what the issue may be. So let me just restart my car now just to see if I would even get that really bad issue where I would show, so let's see. I just want to see if that will show up right now, the issue with the, okay, so no, it's still not there, just the check engine light. So let me get driving, and then we'll get on the road and I'll tell you about what's going on. Peace out. What's going on, guys? Continuing the vlog or drive. So I just did a little test. I clutched in. I'm gonna clutch in on this turn, and that's RPM just jumped once. Not as bad as it did before, but let me check again. So okay, clutching in, second gear. No real issues. I will tell you, I did go to the stock chain just to keep things safe because I don't know if this thing's gonna blow up or what the deal is. But I did go into the stock chain because tomorrow I'm gonna get my car looked at and stuff with the inspection. So just in case anything happens, if I'm on the stock chain, then that's a good thing. So just in case something does happen. I have not been doing any pulls for the past 2 weeks. That I have not been making videos. I've been driving very casually because one thing, it's been so hot. I know like some people have much hotter weather than we do here. Like it's been in the 90s here. It says it's 94 right now, but probably feels like 100. But it's been pretty hot. And during that time, it's like I didn't really want to do pulls in my car because it's just so hot to the point where even if I did, it wouldn't even seem all that fast because I just think it's hard on the engine nonetheless doing pulls when it's so hot. So I have not been doing any pulls, and I'm not going to do any right now just simply because I don't know what's going on. The first time I did have a check engine light, it was related to what was it, oxygen sensor, and that was covered in warranty. Of course, now I have no warranty, so even if I did have to bring it into a Subaru, I would have to, no matter what, have to pay for a diagnosis fee, which I think is $85, I believe. So I'm trying to figure this out myself, and I'm just trying to see if anybody else had this issue too. And I just really can't figure it out. Like I said, I haven't been driving hard. The only thing I ever did was the other day, all I really did was I was looking at the air filter, making sure it looked like it was clean, everything looked good, checking all the hoses, and everything is tight and no issues. But for some reason, ever since I touched the air filter, I've had this issue. I inspected the master airflow sensor, which is another issue on a WRX like mine. Looked fine. I know there's ways of cleaning it. I did try cleaning it with the proper it's like an electrical cleaner with a spray can. Cleaned it off, let it dry, reinstalled it, no issues. Still got the light. And then this whole thing where I have all these lights light up, ABS, hill assist, and ESP, and the ABS, but I really can't figure out. I never see ABS like on related to anything else. So I really can't figure it out. Like I said, I tried the gas cap, I checked it, it's not cracked, I checked the seal, I kind of messed with it and everything seemed fine. It's like, it's just really boggles my mind like what it could be. And it's not like rod knock or anything. My engine sounds fine when I rev it. There's no rod knock or anything like that. Like I said, I have not been driving my car hard, but yeah, I really can't figure it out. I don't really want to make an appointment with Subaru until I really dive deeper to figure out if I can get this to go away. I did try clearing the code with the cob access port, and it did go away temporarily, then it came back up. And then this new thing that I found on YouTube, I've been just browsing. You know, the thing with YouTube is you can figure out just about anything you can imagine on YouTube, because there are videos on everything when it comes to diagnosing and, you know, just about anything, you know, do it yourself. So I read some ways of, you know, cycling on the engine and turning it off, and all these things that kind of reduce the codes or reduce the lights I have on my dash. And now to that point where I've learned that, I got it down to just a check engine light with the cruise control blinking, which is just a typical check engine light. But yeah, it's just really confusing. So I just wonder if anybody else has any suggestions or what this could be, or if you even had all those lights like I did. So yeah, just don't know. And the drivability, at least when I have all the lights on, was terrible. I've noticed it's not doing the RPM jumping now ever since I got off all the other lights. But when I had the ABS light and everything else, ESP, it was, every time I'd clutch in to slow down, the RPMs would keep jumping like from, I want to say 800 to like maybe 1500 back and forth, like this literally. And you could hear the engine like jumping. And then once I get down to like, let's say 15 miles an hour and lower, it would just normalize. It would just go to a regular idle speed, which I'm gonna say would be around, you know, maybe 700 or 800 RPM or whatever, but somewhere around there would be fine, no issues. So yeah, that's the current situation. And the reason I haven't been making videos wasn't because of this, because this basically just came up about 2 days ago. But the other issue with it just being so hot, I just didn't want to make any videos. I don't really like doing pulls in my car when it's just so hot. It's just not comfortable, and I just decided not to. So yeah, that's the current situation, and I think I'll get it figured out. I'm not too worried. I mean, I know the engine's solid. I mean, I've done a few pulls, like just minor pulls, not all the way full throttle. Everything feels fine. I don't hear any ticking or any unusual sounds of the engine. I mean, feels like an idle's fine. It's just that when I have all those lights on and I clutch in to slow down, I will have that jumping RPM, which is really bizarre. So yeah, that's the current state of affairs. I just figured if you guys, I thought the Hellcat was going to pull out. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But until then, tomorrow, like I said, I have my appointment for the car inspection with my insurance for the hail damage, and then until then, we'll hopefully get this figured out. And if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. And if you had the same issue, also let me know. I'll just get onto the road, do one little tiny moderate pull, and then probably close the video. But yeah, right now it feels fine, you know, not really too bad. But when it does have all those lights on, the drivability is terrible. Like when I would shift gears, it would be so rough. Like I know, you know, being the stock chain is rough, but it is super rough. Like every time I'd clutch in, it would be like so rough with it's not doing it now because I don't have all those lights on that I had prior, but it would be super rough. So I'm just glad at least I got it down to just a simple check engine light. And it is a glowing orange, it's not red. I know when it's red, that's when you really want to like not be driving the car. So that's about it, guys. That's the current state of affair of my WRX, and hopefully I get it figured out. And if I do, I'll let you guys know. Then tomorrow I got my appointment for getting the car inspected. And then until then, thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate all the fine feedback. Keep doing what you enjoy doing. Stay positive in life. I'll do the same, even though I don't know what the heck's going on with my car. And then until then, see you guys around. Thanks for watching, and